All
I don't
right.
even know what you guys are going to ask me. This is just totally just raw dogging this.
That's going to be the best way to do it.
Yep. All right. Let's get started.
All right. Welcome back to the Pickleballmuse podcast. This is our third episode. We have a very special guest with us today. What's your name?
James Ignatowich. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Nice to meet you, James. My name's Cameron.
Hi, I'm Al.
Hi, I'm Penny. And hi, I'm Rihanna.
All right.
So we have a full house. This is cool. I've never been interviewed by four people at once. This is like I've had two max. So this is a lot of pressure on me. I'm a little nervous now. I don't know. See if I can handle this.
All right.
You're good. You do great.
Let's get right into it. So, James, you stated once before that you found tennis pretty boring and really easy. What is it about pickleball that you found it challenging?
Honestly, I mean, I was actually misquoted when I said that tennis was too easy. It's definitely boring. I think tennis is definitely a lot more boring than pickleball is. But pickleball is easier for sure. I mean, pickleball, I think that's one of the big advantages to pickleball is that it's pretty easy to get started. You know, like you don't have to be such a good athlete to play. I mean, you can, go to local courts, you'll see a bunch of players that are not great athletes, but they're having a lot of fun, which I think is different from most sports, right? You can't, if you're, I mean, a lot of these, I'll just put it how it is. I mean, there's a lot of old people that are playing, right? And you can't really play basketball or football at the age of 70 and have fun. But pickleball, you can. And I think that's one of the things that makes it special. And I think that's why it's going to be, the most played sport. I don't see why it wouldn't be because it's easy. So.
All right.
You and Anna Bright are the best couple in pickleball. How did you guys meet, and how is it playing with her?
We actually met. Well, it's funny because we played junior tennis in the same state. We were both from Florida, and we were both like some of the better junior tennis players in the area. And I didn't really know her. I guess she was more like, she had said she was kind of like more of a fan of mine at that age, but I wasn't really paying attention to her. And then when pickleball started, she got really good at pickleball before I did. So I was like more aware of who she was. And then I guess we were playing at a place called Delray Tennis Center in Delray Beach, and we met there. I mean, she just came up to me. She just started bothering me, which I guess makes sense. And then I was like, all right. She was asking me to practice, and at that time she was like a very good player, and I was still kind of learning the game. So I kind of knew why she was asking me just to practice, and because I was like, I don't know why she would want to play with me. And then we just met that way, and that's kind of we just started playing together, and then now we're here.
Amazing.
So I heard you like coffee. What's your favorite coffee brand?
You see this right here? I'm already getting dialed in. I got this is just Starbucks. My favorite coffee brand is probably Starbucks. I mean, I go to Starbucks like 3 times a day. I'm well known at all my local Starbucks establishments. They all think I have a problem, and I do. They're right. So,
How many cups would you say you drink before a game?
well, I mean, I drink like 4 cups of coffee a day. So, you know, I mean, if I'm playing, it depends on what time in the day I'm playing. If we're starting at 2 p.m., then I'm already 2 deep, or maybe even 3 deep. It kind of just depends on where we're at in the day.
You know, I actually saw you playing with Anna Bright a few days ago at the Orange County Cup, and I was like, this guy's pumped up.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I was dialed in for sure. I mean, I was, yeah, the coffee really gets me going. That's definitely, that's something. It helps my game. I mean, because I honestly, like, if I don't have coffee, I don't really, I'm more of like a chill person. I'm not really that focused, and I don't really automatically like care, to be honest. Like when I'm playing, I'm kind of just like, originally like I was just playing to have fun. The only thing that really gets me like really caring and like in the moment and focused is coffee and a couple other things.
All right, great. So, James, tell us a little bit about Mr. Davis Carvalho. What's it like training with him, and maybe some things that you picked up, learned to step up on the pickleball court.
Yeah, I mean, so that's funny. Nobody really knows about Dave. Yeah, Dave is I actually have a new guy that coaches me. So I got to tell you guys about the new, because you got to have a coach. You got to have somebody who, like even if you're one of the better players, it's funny, right? Because like in sports, you want a coach that's better than you. But like if you're like one of the better players, it's tough to find a coach who's a better player than you are. So you kind of just got to take a second opinion from from a peer or one of the better players in the area. So now I'm working with a guy named Max Freeman, and he actually just came out. You should pull up his Instagram. He just came up with his Instagram. He's only got like 15 followers. It's pretty sad actually. So we're trying to help him figure that part out. But he's definitely helping me a ton. I think having a second opinion, even if it's just like from a peer, somebody that can tell you like, hey, you're doing this or doing that, you can't really have an ego about your game. And I think that's one of the things about pickleball that's interesting is, you know, trust me, there's definitely some unwarranted coaching that takes place. Like if your partner's telling you to do this or do that, that's one thing. But if you have a peer who's like at the end of the day is saying, I think you should work on this or work on that, if you're humble enough to take that advice and actually use it and get better, I think it can be a game changer. So, yeah, like he's the guy who's not necessarily like my coach, but he's somebody who I definitely look to for advice. So his name's Max Freeman. And if you guys want private lessons from him, anybody that's watching, you should take it because he needs the money. He's not actually that good as a pro yet.
All right. I'm sure he'll get the message. So, Pickleballmuse, we want to thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you taking time.
We have a few gifts for you.
Yeah,
So we'll start off with this one. This hoodie. Sorry, can't pickleball by. We actually got you some coffee too.
Oh, no way.
Some bacon coffee. We ordered it for you. And we have a very special plaque for you, actually.
So this right here, we know this is going to be your favorite one.
I got to hold it up to the screen. Award of recognition. Certified panty dropper, James Ignatowich.
That's hilarious. That's awesome, guys. Thank you. That's so thoughtful. I got to post that on my Instagram.
These will be sent to you shortly. We really appreciate you for coming on here.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. It was a great time meeting you.
We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to definitely, yeah, that's hilarious. I got to show that to, I don't know who I'm going to show that to. Somebody's got to see that. I mean, that's awesome.